Danny, massive victory for Bradford Park Avenue against Stafford Rangers today. How do you describe that one?
In one word, ugly. No, to be honest, we huffed and puffed second half. First half, I thought we were in total control. We moved the ball around. We just needed to move it a little bit quicker from side to side to then be able to go forward and exploit the space and create overloads in wide areas, which we didn't do enough of. We were kind of a little bit laboured, mainly due to the fact that Stafford set up in a mid block and didn't really look to press us, just let us have it. We just needed to move the ball a lot quicker just to get down the sides, and we did it at times, created a few half chances, but just not enough. So we spoke about that half time, and then second half we played our way into the half. Thought we could have moved it again a little bit quicker just to isolate our wide players with their full backs, which didn't really happen, and it just became a little bit of a battle really, which ultimately we didn't want. But at the end of the day, it's just about results.
Yeah, you mentioned about results as well, but obviously the manner in which the goal came as well. Obviously a run forward by Lewis Hay gets fouled and then the penalty, so obviously a great time to score really at that point of the game. So it felt like the game needed a goal at that point. Would you agree?
100%, yeah, and I thought it was worked fantastically well in terms of we were composed at the back. We moved it out to the left, then it came inside to Lanny, who then has spotted the pass and the run of Lewis Hay, who made a fantastic run forward. And we always encourage our midfielders to get forward and create problems for the opposition. He did that brilliantly well, spotted a gap, went through it, and Lanny found him at his feet and he got bundled over for the penalty, which was fantastic to see. And then it's just nerve-wracking because you don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be your day? But Jordan Preston, he's composed in front of the goal, so we were confident that he would tuck it away, and he did. So delighted with that.
And obviously scoring the goal at the point of the game as well, but the thing was hanging on after that, wasn't it? Or hanging on or just seeing the result. How proud of you were you of the players that they were able to do that?
Oh, massively, because it's a different side of the game. It's not all looking pretty on the ball, being in possession. It's that out of possession organisation where you're being tested. I wouldn't say it was backs to the walls and we were just hanging on. There was a few moments where we just allowed them to put the ball in the box, which then can cause problems. So from that perspective, we probably could have dealt with that a little bit better. But at the end of the day, the lads have dug in, they've shown a different side to themselves, and that's the main reason why they've got over the line.
And in support today was fantastic here as well. You must have been glad obviously to see so many fans here, obviously cheering the team on. Support has played a big part in the result. Oh,
massive! I've said it since day one. That's what we need. We need those fans to back the players and get behind them, and it's part of us changing the environment, the match day experience. We've done that for the last 2 home games, which is magnificent to see. Fair play to the people behind the scenes who put the hard work in to make that happen, because it's not easy. It really is tough, and it just goes to show once you do get that right, that side of it, the fans come in, they've got something to look forward to, and they want to be entertained. Obviously on the pitch today, that didn't happen in the way we wanted, but that's how it goes sometimes. But no, it's fair play to the fans, and we need them. We need them more than ever. It's imperative that they come and get behind the lads.
Obviously, last question: how big could this win be in terms of the rest of the season?
Well, it just sets you up really. It sets you up for the next game, and it gives the lads confidence because it's another step closer to the team above. And obviously, next week you win and they lose, for instance, then you're out of it. Obviously that's an ideal scenario, nothing to suggest that will happen, but it just gives you belief, gives you confidence, and that's what football's all about. The more confidence you've got, the better you will play. But it's just about us sticking together, being all in today. Had to make a few changes before the game. Obviously Lucas Dunstan was missing, a slight muscle injury. Harrison Hopper stepped in at right back and done magnificently well. He really did, sacrificed himself for the team there. I said that in the dressing room after, and that's what you need. You need players who are willing to do that, and I can tell he wasn't too happy because he's probably been one of our best players playing centre midfield, but he's sacrificed himself and he's got on with the job, and he's done a fantastic job. So that's what's needed.
Kieren, massive victory today for Bradford Park Avenue, 1-0 against Stafford Rangers. What were your thoughts on the game?
Probably not one of the greatest in terms of entertainment. 2 sides down there struggling, which kind of showed that in the way the game went. But glad to get the win. That's what's the most important thing at this stage of the season.
Of course, you mentioned about how important the victory was, but the performance of the team defensively, at least, did you think was really positive today?
Yeah, 100%. Compared to last week, we were a bit all over the place as a team. not just defensively, but today, especially defensively, we were solid. They didn't pose much threat, but what we needed to, we rided it well.
Yeah, and obviously yourself as well, obviously coming in playing with the back four. Now, how are you finding the experience so far here at Park Avenue?
Very good. It's something that I needed. I needed a challenge, and Bradford being where they are in the table, that provides that challenge. We've only got one aim, and that's to stay in the league. But the first aim is to stay in the league, is get out of the relegation zone. So I'm relishing the challenge.
Yeah, and of course, big save by yourself at the end off the free kick. Well, obviously, when you saw that free kick come in, like what was going through your mind?
Probably this late on in game as it was, probably not the greatest situation I wanted. Free kick, last minute, it's probably every goalkeeper's worst fear. But I'm glad I got the save, and hope after that I got the win.
I noticed a lot today as well about playing sweep keeper role. Is that something that you like to do?
Yeah, when I changed to being a goalkeeper, that was my kind of role, what the goalkeeping role is now. So I love playing sweep keeper whenever I can, if it's at Barnsley or at Bradford. Obviously, at non-league it's a bit different. Not many keepers sweep. It's more like just kick it down pitch as far as you can and keep the ball out in net. But I just like to play different roles within the team and help the defence.
And obviously you mentioned about how big this win could be in terms of the season. Obviously it's just about building momentum going forward and getting more results.
100%. Every point's a good point. Last week we were a really bad defeat, even though we were a good side, but the standards we set ourselves, we know that couldn't happen again this week. So to react, not only get a win but get a clean sheet, it's a great reaction.